Basically, I saw an alien.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, is that an alien? And then it changed into Black Panther, not the character, an actual Black Panther. And then after we were sitting and talking, and then he said, oh, do you want to know what my spirit animal now is? And I said, yeah, go on then. He said, it's a Black Panther. I said, oh my God. When I was sitting there, I literally saw a Black Panther's face, like right here. But it was not scary. It was like it was clothing me. Like a form of protection, basically, is basically what I felt. And then I didn't want to leave. Like, I didn't want to leave, even though I was fine to like drive home and everything like that. I just didn't want to leave. I felt very safe where I was. And then it was getting late, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, all right, I gotta leave now. And then we were sitting outside chatting, and then I went to open the gate, and I thought, mind opening the gate. Jumped over the fence, and started skipping to my car, like, yeah, I feel free. Like it. When I tell you, I felt, before I used to have like hundreds of racing thoughts going through my head. I have about 2, and it literally is like I might get a thought of not something negative, but just not positive. And then somebody else will be like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you thinking like that? It's gone. Yeah, I feel as light as a feather. Just put it that way. Yeah.
So that
more compassionate.
Yes.
Ant-Man called it newborn.
Oh yeah, I couldn't put. So after I finished, I had a because obviously I told you I took my jumper off. I had a top on underneath. I went to put my jumper back on, and I couldn't. The feel of my jumper, I couldn't put it on. And then he had like a dressing gown or something. I couldn't take that. I went to look at my phone. And it was like I was just not of this world anymore, because my phone looked like a hologram. It's like it was so blurry I couldn't look at it. So I had to even wait so I could actually see my phone. Even when I left the house, my phone had no GPS. Even though I had full reception and everything like that, it's like my phone I had to restart my phone in order to get the sat nav to work so I could drive back home. Like, so it was like I had to restart everything.
So if you guys, not yourself Paul clearly, but if you guys had to sum it up, I know it's going to be very difficult, but I love this question. If you had to sum it up in one word, your experience, what would that word be?
Magic. I'll say magic, yeah.
There are no words. Nothing that matters no more. It's a fresh start, as in
like Neo.
Like it's like now I'm experiencing life for the first time. That was their version. Now this is my version. So now I'm learning how to speak again.
How does it affect your day-to-day life? So your work, being around people that you work with.
This is the thing, yeah. For me, I was pretty much, so what she explained about her not really having thoughts and stuff like that, I've been like that for like most of my life. So I think that for me, it was just a reminder. So I knew, but now I know even more.
Yeah.
So for me, it just kind of like took off a lens.
It's like studying for an exam, and you think you know the answer, and then you go to take the exam, and then you don't 100% get it right, but then when it gets marked, you're like, oh, actually, I knew that it was like that. Yeah, I say, yeah, that's the best.
And what was your interaction like with the other people in your life, of course?
So I said to myself, I ain't hugging anybody because I don't want their energy coming on to me. However, I found myself giving more hugs to people that needed it.
You're clear now. So
so I was very open and loving more. And
how does it affect your friendship circles? Because with your friends, right?
They're all
similar-minded. your people that you're surrounding yourself with,
Yeah.
like-minded people,
Mhm.
tend to be, yeah?
Yeah.
So then how does it affect now, going through that experience, how does it now affect your circle?
New self in an
Same.
old reality.
No, I was gonna say like my relationship with my friends are pretty much the same because I don't really have that many people I would call a friend. So it's been pretty much the same, and plus like I kind of spoke about certain things before I've had this anyway, so people are very much used to me being this way.
But the
But
non-drinking,
they're not.
the
Yeah, like so I don't drink anymore. So I tried to eat chicken the other day, and so I went to put it in my mouth, and it was very well cooked fried chicken. I went to put it in my mouth, and it was like I was eating the raw chicken out the fridge. And then I went to spit it out, but there was nowhere for me to like do that, so I had to swallow it. And as I swallowed it, it was like I could feel the chickens being slaughtered in the slaughterhouse, and I started crying. This was at the christening, and I started crying because and I had to like give it away.